Hi, everyone. December 28th already. Weren't we just talking about February, March? Weren't we just in August? Here we are, the last few days of 2024. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. But I hope you are enjoying your end of the year time. And I hope you're coming on to Stamp and Chat with me. We have some fun today and tomorrow as well. Let's see here. Yes, 3:06. Sorry. How did that happen? I just ran an errand for a couple of minutes here in the house. I didn't leave the house. Sorry, y'all. I hope you're going to join me live. And if not, I hope you're joining me on replay. So many of you join me on replay. So welcome, whether you are live or on replay. I am Lisa Harden. I am coming to you live from a very dark and rainy Boise, Idaho today. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all of the beautiful paper crafting products we will be using today and then some. Okay. So just jump on in. As I said, it's Stamp and Chat. I'm stamping, you're chatting. See how that works? We're a team. We're a team. We're a team. We're a good team, was what I was trying to say. And in this way, we have fun. We learn from each other. I am here to inspire, educate, and answer questions. Okay. Teach you the basics of paper crafting and beyond. How about that? And yes, Lori says from dark and raining in Ohio. Must be it's the time of year, isn't it? And frankly, I will take that over snow. I live in a valley, and so we have mountains around us. And so most of us like it when there's snow in the mountains, and the skiers can, you know, go up to Bogus Basin Hill if they want to, and the rest of us can stay right down here. And so, yes, we will take it. The Harden house likes rainy. Just a minute. Let me see what's going on back here. Okay, I guess somebody was trying to get. Um, what are you doing, Cassie? What are you doing? And lots of clickety clacks. I have hard flooring, and so I can hear them when they're dancing around out there. Yes. Oh, nice. KZ is going to celebrate tomorrow. Very good. It's been a nice time around here. My let's see, when did I last work? I don't know, the 23rd. And that seems like, how have I been gone for five days? But I've been working on Stampin' Up! Things. So many Stampin' Up! Things. We will talk about those in a few moments. But I hope you're all having a really good time. KZ, is it dark in Florida? I doubt it. It's probably sunny. She's on the beach, sipping a Mai Tai. Sorry, I need to blow my nose, right? Look, I'm going away for a minute. That's not something you do when you're live. Yeah, it is. Thank you for sharing, Lori. Ooh, Lori, if you want to be like Lori, I'm going to have a prize patrol this weekend. We are going to talk about that shortly because I have not given away a prize for a while. What in the world? I've been too busy with other things, I guess. And I was ferreting away product that's retiring versus product that's new, and I realized there's a lot in the treasure chest. So I have kind of a fun, well, not kind of, I have a fun giveaway. If you share today's video, tomorrow's video, or both, then I'm going to announce a winner, just a random winner picked from shared comments on the 31st. So on New Year's Eve. Thank you, Deborah. I wanted to say Deb, and then I was like, maybe she only goes by Deborah. Deb's only her Zoobilee Crafty Kit name. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? So, yes, I hope all of you have been having good Christmas, Hanukkah, everything else times as well. And like I said, whether you're joining me live or on replay, I welcome you. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just get into it, shall we? We are using a stamp set, and the only thing wrong with it is that I think it has a weird name. I don't know. What is the point of this? Hugs for love. Hugs for love. Does this make sense? And I just don't realize it. Anyway, that's what we're calling it. Hugs for love. And luckily, I really like it, regardless of its name. I like it. It's a punch bundle. And here is the punch, coordinating punch. You can use it separately, of course, with lots of other things. Hello, Judy from sunny Southern California. A little jealous here, gotta say. It's like the same all day, which again is fine. You know, it's what you sign up for when you're in Idaho. But it has been sunny off and on, so I'm not going to complain too much. The roads are clear. So yes, I have a couple of cards planned. I have the pieces and parts cut, and you and I are going to make these together. Thank you for sharing, Jeanne. I appreciate that so much. I'll give you lots of love for a hug. Yeah, I guess. Is that what it's like? Selling hugs for love. I don't know. I don't know. Should they just call it hugs? Sometimes I think we get a little too involved in the name, but this is the stamp set that goes with the punch I just showed you. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Nice to see you. And so I'm going to jump in to the zoo news right now because I don't want any of you to miss out on the announcement of the prize patrol for this week because it's a fun one. It's a combo kind of a thing. Okay, so it's not a new car. Sorry, because if we had a new car around here, it would be for me, not you. But it's just super fun. Okay, everyone. So as I said, welcome to the Stamping Zoo. I am Lisa Harden, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Boise, Idaho. Welcome. If you've ever been to Boise, hello. And if it's your first time here, hello. The greeting is the same. The sentiment is the same. I'm just glad to have you here. So you will see currently, I do have a host code. If you do decide to shop with me over at thestampingzoo.com, just hit the Shop Now tab. I so appreciate your orders. And it's one of the many things that helps the Stamping Zoo keep bringing new products to you in all these free classes that I do online. You will see a host code here. If your order is under $150, if you will please use this host code, apply it to your order. That helps me, again, to group smaller orders and take some of the benefits for them so that I can, again, buy new products and we can play with them, okay? If your order is over $150, please do not apply this host code because I want you to get the host rewards, which begin at 10% and go up from there. Now, here's I'm giving away a class. Why not? I have in my hot hands, again, I was going through all my treasure chest items. I have a class from, it's actually a team meeting kit. So as I've said many times, when you're on the zoo team, the zoo crew, that's my team name. When you are a member of the zoo crew, you can, if you want to, participate in an optional monthly class via Zoom or in person. And this was the class for Simply Zinnias. So it features the Simply Zinnia bundle. Does not include, what I'm giving away doesn't include the bundle, but it includes 4 card kits that you see here with envelopes, I think a quarter pack of the designer series paper, a full pack of the shiny sequins. Is that what we called them? Adhesive backed shiny sequins. Yes. And then you also get a PDF tutorial of the class. Okay, so you can feel like you're on my team for free. And then if you like it, maybe you can sign up for the fantastic starter kit that starts on January 7th. Okay, so here it is. And all you have to do to win is simply share the videos from today, tomorrow, or both is preferable, right? Then you come back in and write shared as you're doing now. Thank you so much in the comments. I am going to do something off screen here. I'm going to write down the comments that when you share in YouTube, only because sometimes the comments don't save over. So I want you to get credit, okay? And anyway, while we're talking about it, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, follow, all of these things. All of these little things you do to engage with my social media helps me to get the word out, right? I'm just one small little Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the cloud. And so you help me to get out to more and more stampers. And I so appreciate that. Costs you nothing, means a lot to me. I ask for it every time because it's very important. It's one of the ways that I get the word out about the Stamping Zoo and all of the fun that we have. And so thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for sharing. So anybody in the United States can win this kit. I cannot send it outside of the US, probably because of the shipping cost, but also because of a Stampin' Up! Policy. I cannot send product out of the US. But, you know, if you shared and you are international, I could still send you the PDF tutorial. Okay. So that would be fun. Okay. I am writing this really quickly. Okay. And Jan, of course. I love Simply Zinnias too. By the way, everyone, um, let me show you. I think I still have this pulled up. Do I? No. Let me pop over here really quick. So Simply Zinnias is on the last chance list, which means it's getting down to its end of life here. Thank you for your service, Simply Zinnias. It's still available though. So don't worry. If you don't have the bundle and you want it, it's very fun. Zinnias come in all different colors. So of course you can do so much with this bundle. Can I spell simply? No, there's no B in there. Okay, let me bring this up for you and I will show you what in the world we're talking about. So this is the bundle that I'm talking about that coordinates with this product, right? It is $52 on the last chance list. Super fun. And what I am giving away for free is a kit that coordinates with this bundle. So you will need the bundle to create the cards as designed. However, if you don't have it, guess what? You can use what you have in your stash. But I did want to mention that it is still available, which is nice. I don't know if the other products are still available or not. I have not looked at that. But again, you don't need it because you're going to win it from me. Okay? If I draw your name, one winner, just drawn at random from everybody that shares. Okay? All right. So let's bring this baby back. And there's other things going on at the Stamping Zoo. Here we go. I've been talking about it for, I don't know, a week or 10 days now. This is what I've been working on since the 23rd of December and actually a couple weeks before then. It is going to be a 10-day series focused on celebration and things you can order beginning on January 7th from Stampin' Up! And the Stamping Zoo. The 10-part series is going to be all across my different social media sites and my email. Here's the rub. They're not going to be shown on every site every day. So day 1 might be in my email. Day 2 might be on Pinterest. Day 3 might be on YouTube. Day 4 may be on Facebook, and day 5 may be on YouTube, and so on. So how do you collect all 10 projects? You collect them by subscribing to all of my media sites and my email. So as I just said, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and my email. You can find all of these links simply by going over to thestampingzoo.com and finding this graphic. Okay, and then I've got all the links posted there for you, or they have been in my last few emails. So I appreciate you taking the time to do that. It is going to be a lot of fun. I have so many fun projects. I'm at the point where I'm starting to ferret out and edit, I guess, some of them because I have more than 10 that I want to share. So it's going to be great. I'm not going to be resharing things. Okay, so if you miss an email, sadly, you're going to miss the email. So please just follow all those if you can. Okay, there will be free printables when that's available. And some other fun things that will be going on, but it's just going to be all new content about the celebration items, online exclusives, and the new mini catalog. So much fun. All right. And speaking of classes that you may take if you want to with the zoo, this is January's Zoobilee Crafty Kit. This is a class I do every month. It has about $25 of products and supplies to make 5 cards and 1 project. You can craft along with me whenever you'd like because this class is online and features exclusive videos as well as a PDF tutorial with color photos. And so it's all for you. Okay. I design lots of projects again around a featured bundle. This month is called Memorable Blooms. And we are using some products I will show you in a moment from the Valentine's suite of products that we are offering. You can choose to belong to this as a club, a month-to-month club, or just a single month. You do get a little bit of a price break if you choose to go month-to-month, but of course you can cancel at any time. However, if you choose the subscription and you receive it for 6 consecutive months, in the 6th month of every 6th month that you have, right? I'm going to send you a goodie bag of Stampin' Up! Products. So after the end of every 6th months, you're going to get a goodie bag. Yes. Okay, just know that if you are in the Boise area or if you would like to be in the Boise area, come and stamp with me on January 11th, 10 a.m. in the morning. You're going to make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up! Product. It will be all new things, right? The cost is $20 or preferred. It's for smart shoppers. It's free with a $25 minimum order. You can register for this right now. I'd really like to get those registrations in so I know who to expect or how many to expect. You do not pay for this class until the day of. We also have the Bon Appetit Club. This is going to be going out at the beginning of January. It goes out every month. This is also a subscription kit. It is $10 per month. It includes a PDF tutorial with a photo, and you have all sorts of pieces and parts of beautiful Stampin' Up! Product to make a recipe card. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 recipe card kit. I also give you links to a photo album that I use. I provide the protective sleeve every month, and it's been really fun. Oh, we also have occasional recipes. We've had recipes in the first 2 months. We're not going to have a recipe in January, but then you choose your own, right? Also, when you are in this club, I highly recommend that you send me your family tested most favorite recipes because I will include those into various months, regardless or depending on the theme of the products or the theme of the time of year. Okay, it's been really fun. A lot of you have been included in it, and I've already designed January's. It's already in envelopes. Can you believe it? It's ready to go, but it's a cute one. So I hope you enjoy that, and you can still sign up. You can sign up until the 5th of January for the recipe club. Okay, it's called Bon Appetit. As I was talking about this earlier, you can always get a starter kit. You can get a starter kit today with $26 of extra product, and you can start earning celebration rewards after you get your starter kit, and you will get at least a 20% discount. Well, that's going to apply to this celebration starter kit as well, but Stampin' Up! Is going to sweeten the pot a little bit, okay? So option 1 is to choose $155 of product of your choice for $99 plus tax. Or option 2 is to choose the regular $125 of product for $99 plus tax. And they will add, whichever you choose, 2 of the Stampin' Right marker packs. Okay, 10 markers in each pack. So you're going to get 20 free Stampin' Right markers of your choice and an exclusive Stampin' set that they made to coordinate with this this starter kit special. So you can wait until the 7th and do this, And then as far as what happens after the starter kit, I think that's always very scary to people, right? Well, what happens? Because I'm sure that then, there's a minimum. There's actually no minimum after the starter kit. If that's all you want to purchase and then you want to purchase a few other things at a discount, that's fine. That's all Stampin' Up! Cares about. They are very relaxed in their policy, and so am I. This is my business model as well, is, you choose the right thing for you, but this is the best deal that Stampin' Up! Offers. I can't offer anything, I can't add anything that's, even close to this. So I'm so glad to be able to bring this to you. And again, if you want to find out more about that, you can click the links below. It just takes you to my pages that shows more information. It doesn't like immediately sign you up or anything. All of that and more is down in the description. And you can always let me know if some of the links don't go where they should go, but I think they've been tested for a little while. So they're probably ready to roll. And I can't wait to see who's going to sign up and get the celebration starter kits because that's a great deal. It's actually about $216 in value. Okay, everybody, let's get started with this Hugs for Love. I have to look at it every time. Hugs for Love. And if I called it Love for Hugs, that's how I typed it this morning. And then I was like, that doesn't help me either. I don't even know why I said that. Just call it the Hugs stamp set, okay? Judy, my meetups are so fun. The distance might be far. I don't remember where you are, Judy, but you can always think about joining me virtually, okay? All right, everybody. So let's see, point you down. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. No more typing, only stamping. Oh, add back to the stage. Come on now and make me little. It's magic. All right, this is beautiful, is it not? I wanted to show you this because this is a photopolymer stamp, and I'm always harping on you. I'm always telling you about priming the stamps to get the best image. And what I did is when I had this stamp set, okay, so most of them are on blocks right now, but I take the retired sanding block. You're probably tired of hearing this if you follow me regularly, but somebody is new and that doesn't know about this. So I don't want to keep it a secret, okay, but I can't find my sanding block. Where did that run off to? Oh, but jeez. Well, anyway, I have a square sanding block and I rub it on the surface of the stamps, okay, and then clean them off on the chamois. And then the other thing I do is I stamp and I smush it around until I get a good image. And this is what I did today. Before I started, I hadn't worked with this stamp set before. So this is what I did before I started working with this stamp set, you guys. So don't be afraid to get in there and get going on it. In fact, this stamped, oh, okay, we'll talk about that later. I think I know the issue with this now. This stamped a little bit differently when I actually made my card, but I bet it's the cardstock. So it's Stampin' Up! Cardstock, but different colors are different than the really smooth basic white. And, so just keep that in mind. Ethel is coming on and sharing like she always does. Ethel, guess what? We're going to have a giveaway based on shares on New Year's Eve. Okay, I will announce it on New Year's Eve. And so you've already entered yourself and you didn't even know it because you're just a doll that way. And you always share. It's a little dark here, you guys. I got all the lights blazing in the studio. It's kind of my studio. I guess I should call it my studio. All right, so here's my first card. We are also using the timeless plaid because I had to start slicing and dicing. I love the timeless plaid. Now this is coming off almost as green. It's coming off almost as Lost Lagoon, but it's actually balmy blue. But it's on basic beige, and maybe that's why it's a little bit different. It's the camera too, but just know that it's basic, it's balmy blue, sorry, and it matches the plaid. Okay, so then this is what I did on the inside. I just kind of I blended on all of those with the blending brushes. Okay, I used again balmy blue, and pecan pie. This is the same side of the paper. I have not made a sampler for this paper yet, so I'll just pull it out. It's 6 by 6. Lori, I know. Oh, thanks. Very sweet. So this plaid is like, it's called Timeless, but I think it's so fresh. The different patterns, like I would love to have some clothes out of these, some of them. Some of them, no thanks. Like for pants, probably not for me. But anyway, that's more than you cared to know. Okay, look at this. Isn't that great? I think we use this pattern. Yeah, we use this on I cut it for a later card. So they're just gorgeous. This is part of the Storybook Moments suite. So that's a large suite. And when you start shopping on January 7th or today with a starter kit, don't forget that you get a celebration item for free with every $60 or $100 purchase. No, $60 or $120 purchase. It changed, and apparently my mind hasn't caught up yet. Isn't that fun? Isn't this called the window pane when it's not like on the bias and stuff, when it's just square? Anyway, there's more patterns than that. And then, of course, the back sides are really fun, a variety of colors. So choose the whole suite or just choose the pieces and parts, but don't miss out on this paper, okay? It is, again, it's Forever Plaid, and its item number, if you're keeping a shopping list, is 164678, okay? So Timeless Plaid, super pretty. I am also going to use a couple of dies. Well, I cut them. We'll see if we use them, but I used a couple of dies from Classic Wedding. I grabbed this heart and I cut 3 hearts out of the various cardstocks. And then these roses, I thought they looked really fun. Oh, Roz says, we had clothes like that in the 60s and 70s. True. Like a little pants and then a little blazer for grade school. Yeah, classy. Well, what's old is new again. That's why it's timeless, Roz. Apparently, that's why it's timeless. I thought they looked fresh. I was born in 68. So, but yeah, like when I went to kindergarten before it was mandated and public. And so I was sporting a little green. This is me posing. I was sporting a little green suit that was plaid that my mom made. It may have been houndstooth, but it was a looker. I thought I was quite something in that. And I probably was, right? I was right in with it. Okay, so then, of course, we're using the punch, which always gets scratched up immediately. It's hard to see, but look at it this way, okay? So right off the bat, you've got 2 frame type stamps that coordinate with the punch. Probably all of these sentiments fit into this punch. That's pretty cool. And you make me smile. Lots of hugs and kisses. You and I make the best team. Sending you a big hug. Life is better with you. And then, of course, happy Valentine's Day. And a collection of hearts, which is fantastic. This is, so there's the Valentine's Suite. I don't remember what it was called. Marbled Elegance is the paper. And then there weren't as many specifically Valentine's sets or new items as maybe in the past. But I think this one, like, it does it without being too goopy. All right. If you like sappy, we have that. We have sappy. This is like a little more like, okay, I would say this to people because Valentine's, Galentine's, it's not always about romantic love. It can be. I'm not poo-pooing that at all. I'm not, we celebrate that too. But sometimes it's just for everyone. And the heart is not just for Valentine's Day, it's for anything, really. And so this ends up being a set that you can obviously use for Valentine's Day and beyond. All right, I have 2 sets of card supplies here. All right, I did want to show you this one thing that I noticed was I had this stamping Perfect. Same ink, boho blue ink. But when I came over to stamp on the basic beige, it was a little more spotty. Now I've splattered this, so that's different too. But just sometimes they stamp differently on the different cardstocks. So don't think that something's wrong, naturally wrong with your stamp or whatever. But if I were checking a stamp for its flow, its quality, yeah, its quality, I would check it on basic white, not thick, basic white. Basic white is is uh, smoother than basic white thick. It's meant specifically for all of the inking, coloring, blending that we do. The other card stocks are as well, but not basic white thick. It's for card bases. Okay. So keep that in mind. There was one time years and years ago where I thought they were really interchangeable. And yes, you can stamp on it, but it's not going to be as good as if you use the regular weight basic white. Okay, now back to the Valentine's choices. This is beautiful. Okay. For my Zoobilee Crafty Kit, I chose a different stamp set. As you saw on the graphic, it's called Memorable Blooms. I showed it sometime last week. And then these are the products that you're going to be getting. This is what makes up the like $25 of product. You're going to get a full pack of the heart sequins. Look at those. And they're completely flat. So they're not going to charge you extra postage for the hearts. There's this twisted gold thread. I got to get on it. It's out of inventory until the week of the 7th. So, but I am planning on having that in the kit, as well as half a pack of this marbled elegance paper, which is stunning. Now, this is just my sample. The papers for this from this pack are 12 by 12. When you get the kit, they are cut down to 6 by 12. Okay, perfect for lots of card making and projects. We will have 5 cards and 1 project, and it's super fun. And so you get all the card kits, etc., but you still have extra supplies. Oh my gosh, I love that one so much. So you've got these gold like rivers flowing all over this paper. It is definitely a specialty paper. All right, and then we might use some linen thread. I don't know yet. I used pecan pie ribboned dots. So we have some pecan pie and some clear ribboned dots. These are currently in inventory. And I loved the pecan pie with that. Perfect. Okay, everyone, let's get to a card, shall we? So I have another one that has a lot of basic beige on it. Let's start with the other one. Let's start with the alternate, which is this one, nautical with a twist. I think it looks very Valentine's Day, right? So it's cherry cobbler and balmy boho blue again. Sorry, I keep wanting to say balmy, but it's not balmy. It's more gray, so it's boho blue and some crisp white. Now, some of these plaids do have a lot of boho, a lot of basic beige. There's a lot of B words today. They have a lot of basic beige in them too, so that's why I chose some of the different card bases that I did. Okay, so again, a rich cherry cobbler. It's gorgeous. We're going to make a card out of this, and I do not have a design in mind. We're just going to play with the pieces and parts, okay? I did the work I could do ahead of time, and then you and I are going to decide what happens next. So this is going to be the background. Now this is, oh gosh, that's so charming. Again, it's so sweet. We're going to use this one because we want to bring in a little more of that cherry cobbler because this is the insert. You don't always need a white insert, right? Okay, we can get rid of this. Well, we might use this again, but. And then the second layer is going to be like this, a little boho blue with a white layer for our stamping. And if we want a little piece of plaid going right across it, like this, of course, we're going to layer it. We're popping things up. We're getting after it, guys. And then let's see, I have all of these little, for this one, I have these little hearts and those roses that I told you about. They look fiddly. They probably are, but nothing that a glue dot can't handle. Okay, so let's decide. And we can just play, frankly. Your daughter was born in 68. Was she born in December? What's her month? That's my month. 12/16 right here. So the Archer, just funny because I am not good at anything physical like that. I would not be a very good archer. I can tell you right now. I probably, plunge it into my toe. Oh gosh. But be that as it may. Okay, so as I said, this is going to be the insert, which I think is so fun, right? Look at that. So much better than the expected, because that's what people expect. People expect that. And then you're going to go, I don't think so. How about blue? Okay, that's just one more thing that we can customize with our beautiful Stampin' Up! Products, right? It's one more thing that says, hello, this is a handmade card, y'all. This is not a Hallmark card. I think people probably know that from the get, right? They can tell. They'd be like, this looks good. I had the pleasure of giving away so many cards during the Christmas season. You may have received one. I also packaged up cards and gave them to a number of people. And probably the greatest compliment I received was my bestie's husband, Nick. Shout out to Nick. He sometimes trolls me on here. And anyway, I had made one of the shaker cards from Snowy Wonder with the snowman, and the little snowflakes and all that. And so it was actually from my Zoobilee class where we made that. And Katie said that I gave it to her in person. And anyway, she took it home and that Nick was playing with it. And then he said, oh, no, she bought this, right? And Katie said, no, she made it. And he said, what? She's very expressive. So I can totally see him. And apparently he was quite surprised that I had such skill and magic at my hands. It was really fun. And so I loved hearing that stuff, right? And I told Katie to tell him, come to a class. He was going to learn all the secrets. It would be very entertaining. I would have to probably sit him at his own table. But I do have a gentleman that Rick, hello Rick, he attends almost every one of my classes. He first came when he was dating Carolyn, and they are just a really fun couple that come and stamp with me. So stamping is not just girls. It's not just for girls, right? Don't boys always want to hang out where the girls are? Well, I got news for you. We're stamping. We're at Stamp Camp. So, okay. We want some cherry cobbler, don't we? We don't want to go too crazy with the color. I mean, I'm not bringing in a third color. We're doing, again, boho blue and cherry cobbler. And where is it, though? That's what I want to know. Regals, where are you? Here we go. I still use the old-fashioned when we had the Lazy Susan. And these don't fit exactly in there, but it still works. So if any of you have a Lazy Susan that is in excellent shape that you want to sell me, let me know. Because I have one, right? But I don't know. I want to keep using it until Stampin' Up! Comes to their senses and gives us another Lazy Susan. I have to use it. I like our regular storage, our modular type storage, but this takes up so much less room. So I got to keep using it. Oh, you're welcome, Jeanne. It was very fun. And Corinne, if you're on here, I think I sent yours to your old address. I didn't know you moved. Okay. And actually, I was putting your new address in my information today. And then I realized this is not the address I'm used to. So I hope you get it. But, if you don't worry. I'll send you a new non-Christmas card to your new address, right? Okay, let's check it out here. Oh, in February. She's ahead of me a little bit, but still kind of a winter baby. That's cool. So I think that man landed on the moon um, that summer, June. So that's what was going on when I was born, apparently. Ooh, it's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm already leaning into that, right? So we're going to stamp on this, and then we're going to punch out the sentiment with our punch, and that's where that will be. But in the background, we could use, let's use a combination. Just, I got to get this stamp down. It deserves to be seen. And I actually, just to play it safe, I'm going to bring in the piercing mat. This is another thing you can use to get a better or get the best image possible from your photopolymer stamps. But the other thing I'm using is the glass mat, and it is such a fantastic item and really gives you good quality stamping because it's just so slick and firm that I think it really helps out a lot. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Is this going to work? Probably. But we're going to test it. Oh, good, Corinne. I mean, it's, there wasn't like $100 in there or anything, but in case you thought I forgot you, I didn't forget you, but I didn't send it to that address. And then I remembered you telling us online that you had been moving. Okay, that's too dark. What about second generation? That's too light. Something's got to be just right. What about this one? Maybe this size is better. Oh, yeah, that's better. Okay. So I am still getting comfortable with this set, right? The most important thing, though, to getting a good image is just to pull the stamps out and start using them. Because the more you use them, then that's the real key. So it's no more secret than that, okay? So just get them out and use them. That's the important thing. Otherwise, they're no good to anybody. Oh, that's sweet. I'm going to kind of I do think I'm going to put that piece of plaid in the middle because it's just so cute. A little anchor, right? And let's see. What else have I done? Gosh, I have been I've been reading. I'm reading a book currently called Trust. It's like involved kind of characters over a period of time. It is was a Pulitzer Prize winner. So the person, I thought I had a good vocabulary. I am reading this thing and I'm like, what does that really need to be? Can you just use the word? I'll look it up and then I'll be like, can you just use like a word that the rest of us use? But other than that, which it's a Pulitzer Prize winner. I don't know I don't know where I come in trying to tell them what to do, right? I'm sure they're like, girl, stay in your lane. Okay. You make good cards and that is where you should stay. But it does stop me in the reading, but it's very fun. Hello, Sherry. How's it going? Look, I'm going to turn this upside down and do the hearts upside down right here. I know that this thing that says the Stamping Zoo desk, I got to figure out how I can move that because you have to have something right there. And so that's what I choose. But sometimes it's in my way because that's kind of where I stamp is down over there. So I got to figure it out. Let's just, that might end up being under the plaid, huh? Yes, it will be. Okay, well, you know what? This is going to go over here then. Okay. Because I was trying to do a mirror image, but then I didn't leave enough room. Okay, you know what? I like that. Don't get too wickety whack because we're going to splatter it. Because I'm into splatter. If you didn't know that about me, you've never watched me, guaranteed. So we're going to splatter. Let's put this away for just a minute. I don't know what the sentiment's going to be in. We'll try both, and then you're free to tell me what you like. Because unlike the author that I'm talking about that made all those fancy words, I'm asking for your input. They were not, I don't even remember. Was it a man, a woman? I don't know. I've also spent lots of time watching Christmas movies, old classics to brand new things, all that Hallmark business. Okay. You know, I'm not proud of watching that, but I can't help it. It's addictive. And also, here's my excuse though, is it's super easy to have that on in the background over there, over that way, while I'm crafting, because guess what? They all start and end the same. So I guess that is my, you know, that's my excuse. So I say I'm watching it, but I'm not really watching it. And anyway, guess what? They all end the same. Okay, but then I also watched my classics, right? One night, I think it was either Christmas Eve or Christmas night. I watched Shop Around the Corner, my favorite. Roz knows it's my favorite. She mentioned it to me the other day. So I watched Shop Around the Corner, and then I also watched The Bishop's Wife, which, I mean, you don't get much better than those two. It was on like Turner Classic, right? They got it absolutely right with that. Okay, so we can use our hugs. I mean, so we can use our roses and our hearts. Let's not use the team. We could use life is better with you. How about that? Life is better with you. That's true. Life is better with you. I'm talking to you. Yes. All right. And so this, it could be on boho blue. We're going to try it on white and punch it out because it's not going to be any big thing. Actually, let me bring in this first. No, I want the other one. Put the hearts on it. We're going to heart this thing up. Now, this is kind of a square stamp, so it can be this orientation or this orientation. They are so clever. Beautiful. Look at all these dashes and hearts, and isn't it gorgeous? Okay. And so then let's put this. Life is better with you. I'm going to do a little tester. See if it works without. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Looks like it was printed on a printer. You know what I mean? Really? I've been wondering about that show, KZ, the 6888. I've been wondering. She says you got to watch the 6888 based on a true story. Oh, really? Who is the actress that stars in that? Remind us. Because yeah, that was also as I was gonna talk to you guys and say like, what should I watch now? Because you know, I gotta move on with it. I can't just be stuck in Christmas time. I know. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Hallmark movies are so sappy, Carla. They are happy. And I'm so glad to know you love Shop Around the Corner. Not everybody knows that show, but it's so sweet. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Oh, see, I'm glad I tested this out. We need a second generation. Life is better with you. Yep. Claudette Colbert. Jimmy Stewart, he's such a stick in that movie. Oh my gosh. He's like smaller than some of the actresses, probably. And you know, they only weighed like 80 pounds back then. There was no like healthy body acknowledgement back then. But yeah, so cute. Such a cute show. A nice show. And okay, I might need to trim this down. Nope, it appears I do not need to trim this down. Let's check it out. Okay, this is a cool, well, that's very pretty. My mind wants to see it on balmy. Boho blue. Why do I keep doing that? Because I think the contrast, I think it'll pop more with on boho because the background is so white. What was I doing there? It's interesting. Looks like stylish shapes. Kerry Washington. What? Oh, Kerry Washington. Okay. Yes, I'd already forgotten what I asked. I'm like, what's that? You know how my attention span is when I'm talking with you guys, because I try, my excuse is because I'm bouncing back and forth, right? I always feel like I'm the last one to the party and you guys are always talking about something and then I'm like, what? I'm sorry. What's going on? Okay, I want to stamp it this way so I can fit this into the punch without cutting this thing. I'm being lazy. So we can see this will be a less brilliant than it is on basic white, but not much. I think that boho blue and cherry cobbler are stunning together. I'm so glad they made this plaid. I'm sure I may have thought that some other time, but I think I've always been using balmy blue when I wanted that light dark contrast. And this is great. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. All right, now I need to, where are those little hearts again? So they're not going to show up. I might need to use, why don't I try? No, that's going to be too big. Just got to go. Oh, why don't I? Oh, well, no, those are in there. Those are balmy blue. Why didn't I cut any in cherry cobbler? Oh, I did. Look, it's the chef. The chef cut them. Okay, so let's leave this the way it is, and then we'll put some extras on it. Okay. First, we got to find out if this is the one we want to go with before I start zhuzhing it up. Okay, life is better with you. I think it's a very nice and important thing to say to somebody. It's like, my life is better with you in it. And then to put it on a card, brilliant. So brilliant. Okay, there's our white. Okay, there's our blue. What do you think? Blue. We can save this for later. It's not going to go unused. Don't feel bad for it. He is so young. I don't know how young he was in that movie, but he looks like a little stick kid from junior high. He's just so cute. I can't help but love him. And okay, and then the second one is Cary Grant. Is that right? The bishop's wife that I was mentioning. And it has David Niven is the preacher, the bishop, sorry, the husband. And the lady's name escapes me, another big femme fatale of the day. And then I think it's Cary Grant. And when I was watching it on Turner Classic Movies or whatever, you know how they give you the scoop, the inside scoop. Well, he had said, okay, I'm looking for this little, just a minute. Here it is. The introductory guy had said that at first David Niven was the angel and that Cary Grant was the husband. And then Cary Grant decided, no, I want to be the angel, which of course, like the angel is the star. So hello, Ruth. Very nice to see you. And then just this little, hey, I got you. Life is better with you. Okay, we're going to start adhering things, and then we're going to play with the roses and hearts from the other set. Here's my seal. I feel like a lot of this can be taken care of with Seal a Meal from Ronco. Remember that? You do remember that. Lots of you probably still have a Seal a Meal. I have something that's It's not the Seal a Meal brand, but I have something. And it comes in handy. When you need it, you need it. Yeah, blue for sure. I'm with you, Jan. It is such a nice contrast without being my usual complementary colors, like across the wheel. In fact, where are they in reference to the color wheel? So, oh, the in colors are not on here, but you know it'll be right in here. And cherry cobbler. So they're more of a triadic. Um, they're more triadic than complementary, right? Complementary is like me. It's like, boom, here she is. It's bright. It's bold. I mean, I don't mean that as a person. I mean, that is my card making style. Whereas cherry cobbler is more like, okay, if you're going to pick three that are equidistant, then that's more of this style. So it gives you a different feeling, different look. It emotes things differently. All that color theory that I really know nothing about, but I can study the color wheel and feel like I can make kind of an informed decision. Okay, beautiful. And these are going to get popped up on dimensionals because that's what we do in life, right? Life's too short to save your dimensionals. Okay, and then here's this little like background graffiti looking piece that we made all with our own self, all by our own self, all by ourselves. Who taught this girl? I'm all talking about that book being too highfalutin. I think it's the reader that's the issue. I'm not going to use any twine or anything on this. You could if you wanted to, of course. That is up to you. But I think that the plaid, the thick piece of blue plaid that we're going to put in the middle is going to serve as that kind of anchor that a ribbon might serve. Okay, I am going to keep this centered. One thing about, really nice thing about working with plaids is that you just use the pattern to get it straight if you want it straight, or if you want to, you know, go off at an angle, you can see that. Thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate it. It is a pretty set, isn't it? Okay, and then, you know, I'm trying to kind of even it up. So about there. And then this, of course, is getting popped up again, but I want to play with it a little bit before we put it on here, just to make sure. Okay, so again, I have, these are die cut from Classic Wedding, and look at the roses. They're so adorable. I even cut them in Old Olive. I wasn't thinking, and then I was like, that doesn't look very good. We're not having green roses. Not even sprayed, but they look good. But what we could do is we could, again, play with our colors. We can use a big red heart and put a couple of roses on it. Right? Let's see how it looks centered. Big red heart with two of the little roses off to the side. And I can tell you right now, even though my nails are a pretty good tool, reverse tweezers are going to be the tool of the day for this thing. Or maybe they should go in the heart. Now I'm going to group them. I'm not spacing them like on either side. I feel like they should come down the side of it or something. Just have to no, that doesn't look good. It doesn't look like, it looks like, what is that? What are those things? Those growths on the heart. I think maybe we're going to keep this one because this card is symmetrical. You know, nothing's going off to the left or the right. I think maybe the best course of action is to take the bigger heart and put the rose right in the middle of it. And then just use that as the accent. Okay, well, I'm going to put a glue dot on it. We are going to commit that far. Okay. So with these little things like this, I like to take them to the glue dot, okay, and press and then remove kind of like this. Like, well, not kind of like this. I don't know why I say kind of like this. Hello, Kathy Sanford. How are you doing? Okay, except I did red. That was dorky. We are going to put does need to be at an angle a little bit. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Okay, but we need the blue rose on the glue dot. And then down. Oh, there it is. Let's check it. It might not come off as a rose. I don't know in this setup here. But that's why I'm not putting it on the label right away. Oh my gosh, so dreary. Which, Lisa, that's the time of year it is. What about right there? Okay, I'm going to bring this up. You guys can tell me, like, what does this look like? I think it might not look like a rose. I think it looks like just a squiggly thing. Should I ditch the rose? Ditch it? Or keep it? What do we think? Because we have, I have that large one, and then we have two smaller ones, right? So I think maybe that's more straightforward. But this, of course, could work. What do we think? Rose? No rose. If I use the rose, then I need to put a few more underneath this label in red so that you kind of understand what they are. So this would be up on dimensionals as well. What do you think? Rose or no rose? I need your expert opinion. Then we'll go from there. And let me move just a couple of these things over. Small heart, no rose. No rose. Yeah, I think the rose is it's just something so it doesn't go with the rest of the things. One of these things is doing its own thing. What is that song? One of these guys is doing his own thing. The rose was doing his own thing. How about just that? I think that's more like, and then we'll use the larger rose. We'll use the larger heart on the inside. No rose. Yep. We tried. Okay. So I just want, you could use a glue dot for this as well, but I'm going to go ahead and use a little liquid glue and put it right under the O. Totally works. And then this guy, actually, I think I'll use 4. Why use 3 when 4 works better? I'm going to remind you if you are coming in the middle. Yeah, it is hard to tell what it is. In the classic wedding, Karen, it's clear what it is because it's more in context of being a decoration on the back of the car. But yeah, when it's so small, it looks like, what is that? Is there a growth on the heart? Should that be checked by a doctor? Okay, if you are just coming in the middle of this business and you haven't run, welcome. I want to tell you there is a prize up for grabs today and tomorrow. If you share my live videos today and tomorrow, which I will be on Facebook and YouTube, if you share 1 or 2 of them, preferably both of them, write shared in the comments because I will be giving away a card kit with product featuring the Simply Zinnia designs, and you'll get a PDF with 4 card kits. So keep it in mind. It could be yours. Oh, I already have that in there. Okay, that's perfect. And then what do we think? do we want any, you know, my mind immediately went to basic rhinestones because I haven't had the basic rhinestones in a while, and neither of you. They were out of stock for a while, and they are basic for a reason because I think they really show off in times like this. So let's, and in fact, this was the last. I was holding on to these for dear life, but I have a fresh pack. I have a fresh pack if we want different sizes. And so don't forget, add these to your next order because you may be out. You may have run out like I did. I can't believe that I can say there was a time when I ran out of basic rhinestones. In fact, where are they? Okay, well, we're just going to use these. We're going to finish this up. They are in 2 different sizes, though. So thank you for sharing, Rose. Or Ruth, I'm sorry. We had Rose on the brain, right? Now I have to kind of keep this symmetrical. But I'm still going to do my triangle. Yeah. Oh, this is sweet. Life is better with you. And lots of room to write. Okay, there's our first card. Okay, and now let's bring in the second card, which can be completely different. I have the Designer Series papers cut, definitely a different color scheme. And then we will take a look at all 3 cards, and you can see how versatile these things can be with the same bundle. Same punch, doesn't even have a bunch of dies. Punch bundles are so approachable because it's like you don't have to have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You know that I thoroughly enjoy my die cutting. It's probably one of my most favorite things, but it's nice to just have a punch sometimes. Okay, basic beige is the card base. I am drawing upon what's in the background of the plaids that I chose. Good night. Good night. KZ, don't go. All right, she's leaving. All right, we'll see you later. And then this time I chose Old Olive for the inside. You could still write on it. It looks great. And for this, I made a piece of basic beige that's 3 3/4 by 5. It is just a support for these 2 plaids, and I feel like they should go this way. Are they crazy or what? Aren't they fun though? This is the complementary side. Oh no, it's not. Okay, well I lied. Look at that. That's the one that I really like. I would, for my eye, I don't want to tell you what to do, but for my eye, when I am going to match up the plaids, I am going to mix this type of a design with a more linear design. This is a different size of plaid, and it's more linear, I guess, more left and right versus more diagonal. That helps me mix and match plaids. Whereas if I did this, oh my gosh, too busy for my eyes, right? You've got squares and squares, too much. Looks kind of like a maze. And I don't want a maze for a card. But when I do this kind of thing, this is like I think about shirt and pants, and then I want a belt. I don't personally wear a belt, get real, but my card is going to. I didn't think about this. And it may be another piece of plaid, okay, or cardstock, but I need to go this way. I need to go this way. No, I need to go this way. And look at my ribbon choices for just 1 minute. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, well, I know what I'm going to use. This is not tough. This is not a hard one at all. I'm going to use, get ready, basic beige. Yes. So we have lots of coordinating products. If you have not shopped with Stampin' Up! Before, it's basically an all-inclusive paper crafting store. It's a company that is based in Utah, over 35 years old, and I have probably been using them for over 30 years. Yeah, I have been using them for over 30 years. They were really, really new when I started just using the products. I was kind of a dingling, and I didn't become a demonstrator until only 7 years ago. And I expected, nay, I wanted to sit in my craft room by myself and just make cards. And I didn't care if I ever came out and saw the light of day. What? Why did I think that was a good idea? I very quickly realized no, I was missing out on the full experience I wanted, which was a crafty community. And so I put out an APB on the Nextdoor app and I just said, I didn't know I was going to teach. I didn't know who was going to teach or if anybody was going to teach. I just said, basically, hey, do you like paper crafting? Show up at the Starbucks. Let's chat. Okay. Wow. That's really how you start a business. Well, I didn't know that, but that was just exactly how I started a business. Um, I have overage on these. These are cut at 4 inches wide on purpose because I like to turn them over. Whoa, I got right on the border of that. But I like to turn them over and trim the excess so that the papers are exactly the right length. And yeah, okay. So anyway, I meet some friends, new friends down at the Starbucks. They end up being great and really fun. And we were all kind of talking about what products we had used in the past. And I was pretty boring because I was like, I've only really used Stampin' Up. There were a couple of years where I shopped at a retail store in town. I think it's called Scrappers. And quickly realized, no, that's not for me for a couple of reasons. So anyway, back to Stampin' Up. And then these girls, I said, well, do you guys want to get together and make cards? They said, yeah. And I said, how do you want to do it? Do you want to like just everybody bring a card and teach it? And they go, no, we want you to teach us. And I thought, oh, good night. You don't know. Are you sure? And then I thought, yeah, I can do this. I love teaching. And I had taught friends in the past many, many times how to make cards. And I thought, all right, I like to teach. Why not? And that was it. A star was born. Yep, a star in my own mind. And you know what? It's been the richest experience. I mean, I can't tell you through good times and bad. I don't mean Stampin' Up has had bad times. I mean, through my life, the last 6 or 7 years, through good times and bad, I've had all of you, okay? Some of you are brand new friends, but I've had you as a crafty community to lean on, to inspire, to learn from, and we have just had the best time. So in case you're wondering, I have no intentions of going anywhere when Stampin' Up is concerned. I will be teaching for the foreseeable future and then some. And I'll probably only be doing more things, not less. So back to the celebration, the 10-part series. If you don't do anything else, please subscribe to my email because that is where you get all the news, all the links. You get, a calendar of events for the Stamping Zoo. Plus, I tell you about all the specials that are going on with Stampin' Up. And so, yeah, if nothing else, like you might miss some of the content if you don't want to sign up on different social media sites. But if you do nothing else, sign up to receive my emails, okay? I give you free content. So what's not to like about that? Costs you nothing. I don't know anything invasive about you. I know your email address, which, surprise, so does everybody else. So everybody, here's how I figure it with the world today. My data has been sold and accumulated by various people. I'm just not important enough to have been hacked yet. Okay, when I tied this, it was just a little bit too loose for me. So here's my trick is I'm gathering to the extent I can. I'm gathering that ribbon in the back and then I am just taping it with the tear and tape because I want that to sit a little more snug than it is. Okay. And let's give it a little trimmy trim. So pretty. Oh, look at this. This is classy to me. I don't know why. You might think it's crazy. I think it's classy. It's so pretty. This already, I'm dying. Okay. Now, where'd that straight pin go? Here's the deal. I think I put it over here. I hope so. In my goose pin holder. Thank you, Trish. Okay. We use life is better than you. I mean, life is better with you. Life is better than you. I don't think that would be a nice thing to put on a card. And we are going to use this other stamp, frame stamp. And what do you guys want to see? Which sentiment do you guys want? Karen, I do too, right? It's like they're just enough of a mix, but the colors, you've got some old olive here, you've got the beige. So they're all mimicking each other in color, but the patterns different, way different. And so you have a lot of different options in that traditional plaid pack of paper that does just this, same patterns, different colors. Sending you a big hug. I already used that on the first card. I can still use it, but lots of hugs and kisses. You make me smile. You and I make the best team. What do you want to see? Dealer's choice. But I'm not the dealer in this case. And let's think about this. What do I want to stamp on? This is Calypso Coral, but I'm feeling like, no, that's not it. I kind of want to stamp on Old Olive, you guys, because I stamped on Basic Beige on the first card, and I'm just trying to really mix it up so we can see all different sorts of options. That's not big enough. Okay, this is big enough. Here we go. All right, Old Olive. We may use those Old Olive hearts. Well, we're not going to use the Old Olive roses. We already decided. Looks kind of weird. You make me smile. All right, Lori. Will do. You got it. So cute. Isn't that pretty? Look at all the detail in it. It's like a little leafery image. And then, again, we can turn it this way or that. And I still like this. And do I have that one out already? No. Here we go. So you know we're going to test it out. Let me put that one over there. I'm running out of B and C blocks. Is that what this is? Yeah, B. I know my blocks. I know my blocks. Perfection. Perfection. Now I just got to stamp it. Miss Perfection. Just hold off. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. And now maybe we can bring in some Calypso Coral in the form of the hearts without, you know, blasting Calypso Coral all over this thing. I already felt like it had a class act vibe going. What? I'm making you want the stamp set? Are you kidding? I would never. I would never do that. Lori, it's so versatile. Lori, look into my eyes. And the other thing I wanted to mention to you about this shape is one thing that I thought, oh, I might not always like the way that I might want it to look more streamlined. And this looks, you know, a little zhuzhy, overdone for me, whatever. Not overdone, but fancy. Okay, let me grab some of that plaid. What I was thinking you could do is, well, for goodness sake, here we go. You can run like a strip of plaid. Let's see if I have anything that's okay. Perfect. Here we go. You could run a strip of plaid across it. Okay, and then like it takes those pieces off. You know what I mean? So let's say you were doing a sentiment. Well, you could hide those little pointies with this. And then it makes it look kind of like something a little more linear, a little softer, or not a little softer, but a little less detailed, right? So just a thought for a way to kind of mix it up. And now let's see. I want this to be off kilter because the other one, oh shoot, I put this ribbon down like a maniac. Yeah, that's right. Miss 30 plus years. No surprises here. She's done it all. I am bringing in these reverse tweezers, which are part of our embossing additions kit, embossing essentials kit. It is essential. I don't know if that's its name, but it's essential. It comes with the tray, right? The embossing tray, these tweezers, a little paintbrush for removing excess. Okay, I'm going to try this. Third time's a charm. I want the tails going inward. And so I feel like you have to usually tie them from the opposite way. And an embossing buddy, okay, anti-static tool, that's what we call it now. So it's got everything you need except the heat gun to, well, that's called the heat tool, Lisa, not the heat gun. But anyway, it's got everything. And then if you just add the heat tool to it, you are off to the races and ready for heat embossing. And oh my gosh, if you've never heat embossed before, it's its own drug. It's a good drug though. It's super fun. It's very magical. We did some of that. I believe we just did it. I feel like we just did it a few days ago. Am I crazy or no? Speaking of a few days ago, I flat out forgot to come on Thursday. I told you guys I was going to come on Thursday. Nope, forgot. And I had been in here working all day, and I think I closed out about 5:30, and then went and watched some dorky show, and I wasn't doing anything. And then it wasn't even until Friday afternoon. I was looking through my YouTube, and I can't even tell you. I knew something was going live on Thursday, probably some other paper crafter. And anyway, I looked and I saw that they had gone live, and I thought, oh, that's weird. I thought they weren't going live until Thursday. And then I was like, yeah, it was Thursday. So I didn't feel too bad because I was guessing none of you were sitting here waiting for me. But I had the intentions. So that's why I'm with you tonight, because I had lots of fun ideas. Okay, so then this is going to go over here. See, are you picking up what I'm putting down? And then we'll play with those hearts. So I am going to put dimensionals on either side of that ribbon, right? Oh, I love to heat emboss too, Kathy. I love it all. That's the hard part. But for some people, that's it. That's what gets them. I love to know. You can write it in the comments if you are a current paper crafter. I like to know, like, what was it that gotcha? What was the paper crafting technique where you were like, yep, this is my thing. I'm going to do this thing. I love it. Okay. And now, my goodness, I was so orderly. My gosh. I mean, like, who was in here? Because this isn't always how it goes. But this is how orderly I am when I'm not working my full-time job, right? I have so much time for other stuff. I think we should use all three, just like we would use embellishments, because they are embellishments. Where's the middle? We'll use the middle again over here. Sweet. Okay, so while I am putting these down, I want you to pipe up in the comments and tell me, what was the technique that hooked you as a paper crafting? Was it simply putting ink to the paper, because that's, probably where it starts for all of us, right? Just putting the ink and the paper together and seeing like, oh my gosh, these stamps are gorgeous. Is it paper techniques that you love? Do you love cutting and slicing and dicing the paper? Do you love all of the embellishments and the textural pieces and the ribbon? Do you like layering with the die cuts? That's kind of my thing. Do you like the heat embossing, right? We all do you like the color, the choosing and combining the colors? Do you like that? You know what I think all of us like to do? I think we all like to purchase the products, and I think we all like to organize. Yep, I do, in my professional experience. Oh my gosh. I like this one so much. And then, oh, this is the insert. Well, I use the hearts on the outside, so I can't use the hearts on the inside. So why don't we use this heart? Um, let's see. We'll do a little vignette in the corner. We're going to draw upon what we did on that first card. And it's going to have to be, though, I don't know about clips of coral on old olive. We'll take a look, see if that even works. Yeah, the dry embossing, exactly. Those are so fun. And then all the things you can do with embossing folders. Oh, that's so sweet. Right, let me see how Calypso Coral comes off on old olive. Or does it? I don't know. Lori loves the die cuts. That's, after my own heart. Oh, yeah, that's cute. It doesn't come off as Calypso Coral. It's more like a dark red, but I hope it doesn't cause too much commotion here. Let's put that there. Okay, and then let's take, oh yeah, that little grouping. I don't think I cleaned that. I'm just sticking everything in all the ink pads. What? Heat embossing. It is impressive, isn't it? When you're like watching it and you're like, what? Melting and shiny? Like, stop it. What is this magic? What is this witchcraft? Just heat embossing. That's all. All right. Well, I love. Now you're going to have to decide. So you can write your techniques in there, right? Also, I want you to share. Don't forget about that homework if you want to be included in the prize giveaway. And now you're going to have to tell me which of the 3 cards you like. I think I know. Well, I don't know. I was going to say I knew, but now I'm not so sure which is my favorite. Okay, so we have that one. You make me smile. Life is better with you, right? And then we have the one that I didn't demonstrate, but sending you a big hug. Okay, there's that one. And none of them are naked insides. No nakies. They all have insides. They're ready to be used. Which is your favorite? You can call them you, smile, and big hug if you want. And we will see who likes what. Ooh, so fun. Let me see if I can pan out. I'm not panning out. I'm literally moving the phone. That's how we do it in the zoo. There. Okay, I think you can see him now. A little bit better. The smile is Anna's favorite. I like that one too. Big hug. Big hug is your favorite. We've got 2 on the big hug. It's not a contest. You're all cute, kids. Don't worry. Well, I hope that has shown you just a little bit of the versatility of both the stamp set, God love her. At least she's adorable because her name is weird. Hugs for Love stamp set and the coordinating punch. This is available in any starter kit. right now as a demonstrator right now, or on the 7th to all customers. Okay, it's in the mini catalog. So if I have sent you a mini catalog, you can look at it and whatever the company has given us as a beautiful design element. Let me tell you what page it's on. I'm even going to tell you how much it is because remember, you can earn celebration rewards. So when you're purchasing these things to use, right, you can earn free things. Okay, this is 38.50. You save 10% when you purchase both of them. The label's called To the Point Label Punch. And then, so this is the new catalog. If you live in the United States, you're not currently working with another demonstrator, and you would like this catalog, guess what? I will send you one free of charge. You just need to private message me your address, please. You can either private message it through Messenger, or you can send it to thestampingzoo@outlook.com. So you can purchase from there. We have oodles of online exclusives. And then this is the free flyer. I mean, this is the celebration flyer that has all the free goodies in it. You cannot purchase the items in this flyer. You can only earn them with other purchases. Okay. So if you would like hard copies of these, you can look at them right now. And I'll be happy to send those out to you. And I've already sent them out to lots of you, but if I missed you for some reason, let me know. You are so welcome, Ethel. I'm glad you liked it. Ethel says the U is her favorite. It looks like, they all got some love. So I like that. Well, I have 3 beautiful cards here to show off. I think they are pretty happy. I don't know why, this one's my favorite today. This one's my favorite today. Don't quote me on it tomorrow. I'll probably change my mind. Thank you so much. So glad to have you here. Please keep in mind I will be live again tomorrow. Let's do 4 o'clock on Sunday the 29th. Okay. And keep sharing. It's going to be a quick turnaround on this. So if you are watching this after the 31st, I'm sorry. I would still love it if you would share it, but the prize has already been given out. Okay. But if you're watching it now or until the 31st, keep sharing, and you have to comment that you shared. Otherwise, I don't know. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, and happy stamping.